Hey Dad, as promised, I am now going to go through my portfolio with you. But first, hi. Cal says hello as well, and we both love you. And as you can see, we are slowly still moving in. This table's not even supposed to be here. We're getting rid of it, but that's besides the point. I'm just gonna be looking over here while I'm going through my portfolio, but hopefully I'll be able to get that little image on the side. So this is my portfolio. This is the home page where you can see kind of the overview of all the projects. Um, bunch of a lot of it has been web design stuff as of late. I have an illustration section that we'll end up going through, but these first two are from my time at Cool Math Games. So we'll hop into the first one, which is all of the updates that we've made on the site. So this is the game page, just a little mock-up I put together for that. Honestly, I think the highlight of these pages is just being able to see the before and after because the site looked so bad before I was able to join. But right here, I'm showing off the like hover effect that we're doing in the you'll also like section. Just kind of pops out at you, and then when you click on it, it goes in a little bit. Here is the before and after. Let me click on it and make it bigger for you. So it looked bad before. I mean, since you're an old fart, I don't actually know how bad it looks to you on the before side, which is on the left. But it does. It does. It looks like it was a really old website, like the 90s or something. So it has been nice just being able to update that. Though I don't love our font that much. But yeah, we've added some cool stuff to the site. Honestly, the game pages isn't my favorite, but we will still talk about it. So some of the things that we added were these like new features. So there's favorite controls, like dislike. Honestly, the like and dislike icons are probably my favorite icons I've made uh, in it throughout my entire time as a graphic designer. So let me show you. This is just showing how it acts when you interact with it. So you click on that thumb, and then the little had like a little burst animation. You'll be able to see these icons bigger in the next whatchamacallit case study that I have on my portfolio. So we will take a look at it, and I'll just brag a little bit about my stupid dislike and like icons. I honestly, it's mostly the reason. I'll talk about it later. Anyway, the navigation and search looked really, really, really bad before. So here's the before and after on that. I don't know if I can zoom in on my screen. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can zoom in on here. I would like to be able to show this bigger for you. It doesn't look like I can. So we'll just look at it. Hopefully you can see it well enough on the YouTube resolution. But it had this really funky, bright yellow like navigation that was broken up and really couldn't you couldn't support that many like new things on it or rearranging it and stuff. And then like a huge giant header with really old designs. Actually, it used to look worse because that go ad free button used to be this like weird old font and like it looked like a neon sign. Um, the new nav is like, I mean, it's a lot nicer. Yeah, it's a lot. The new nav is pretty great, and it has these cool little like pop up effects that you can see more clearly in this GIF, where it'll just sort of pop up, and we had to keep the yellow, just to keep the feel of the old site as it was. And then all these little category icons are now in the nav as well, which is something that I designed after we did the first collection page design. So we have the navigation on mobile as well. Honestly, nothing too fancy here. And then we upgraded the search again. I mean, it's like, it's really funny talking about these changes because a lot of them are like just kind of nitty gritty user experience stuff that it's like really great to have updated, but it doesn't necessarily look that interesting when you get to look at these, really technical things. So yeah, there's some nice updates that we made for the search pages, and then we also have it so if you're looking for a certain game, we'll say, hey, we don't have that, but this is some other stuff that you could play, which is cool. Yeah, nothing too major there. And then, yeah, a cool part about it, I'm not sure again if this comes through with YouTube resolution, but we do highlight the text when someone is typing whatever their search text is. Like the before and after in this is really important though. Like before you could only search by a game title. Now you can search by, you can basically just search anything and it's going to be searching game titles, the category that the game is in, and then also the description. So that's just going to really help with people being able to find more games because it wasn't really that great of an experience before. And also, it just took you straight to, like, you would have to pick a game from the drop down, but when you have a lot of games to look through, that just kind of sucks. So we have the results page that we added as well. And then the category pages, all of the stuff that's in here is actually the most recent one that we finished doing. Right now we're moving on to the home page, but we have updated the category pages twice while I've been there, so we just finished the new one, and it's actually like a great look. So this is it on mobile, and we added filtering and sorting on this one, which is really cool. It's so funny. I'm remembering that you're an old fart, so um, I'm sure that you've used filters before on like YouTube or anything where you get to like narrow down your results. So that's just what this is giving users the ability to narrow it down by genre. And then also being able to choose which device they're playing on. And then sorting is included as well. So you can either go with like the basic featured page, that's where we order stuff, or you can look at new stuff or popular stuff, like it'll organize by that. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that again. So yeah, I mean, it's honestly such a good, it's really attractive. It looks a lot better. Um, there's so many things that just came out of me working here. So this is just like a small snippet. This is how the filter menu comes in when you click on filter. And then oh, sorry, I don't know why it just jumped around. This is the hover effect. When you hover on a game, it comes out like a button, like the nav buttons do, and it plays the little gameplay video, which is very cool. That's a newer thing that we added with the first redesign. This we're actually just going to scroll to look at. Um, oh, it skipped the before and after. This is the before and after of the page. So when I first started, it looked like the thing on the left where it was just really tiny icons and all of these games with this weird, like, partly two column layout. And then we just changed it to look way more modern. Again, there was an update in between this update. And that update was also way better than this, um, but this last one was just the best update, so that's why I included it in my portfolio because I want to get hired. Yeah, so that's that one. We have this cool little section, but we can look at the multiplayer games one was kind of the layout that I made. It's not actually multiplayer games because I'm just using stuff to mock it up. So this is what it looks like. Pretty cool. We added pagination, big block for FAQs, the categories, and then a little guy at the bottom that shows the current category icon. And all of those category icons are ones that I made, so we'll actually look at that case study next. All of the stuff that I've done for the Cool Math Games brand and the design system. This is just a quick little preview of the junk. So in this, I just talk about this graphic that we're looking at right now is actually something that I had put together when I first started, just to like see where we were, what colors were being used, what fonts were being used. There really wasn't that much of a brand for Cool Math Games. And I don't actually, you probably have never heard of it before. A lot of kids play on it in school. I had played on it in school. So, and by kids, I mean like 13-year-olds and older. I think I have to say that. But yeah, the like yeah, it was just like crazy because it's like such a like a lot of people have nostalgia for this brand. There's like, wow, what is the identity of this brand? It's kind of just like this crazy logo, and then this is what it used to look like way, way, way back. Just this really it's honestly really fun. There's a few of us on the team who really like kind of love the way it used to look, in a like, I don't know, it's just really fun. I feel like there's a lot of room to kind of bring some of that that retro vibe back. But the what we've been working from is a redesign done in like 2016, I think, or sometime 2015-ish, where like it was done sooner than you would have thought it was based on of how the site looked. Like it still looked pretty old. So these are all of the colors that I have expanded the well, I expanded and modified some of the colors. Some of these are actually colors that were in here, but I would say not a bunch of them. Like the blue, it's like, yeah, just a bunch of tweaks just to make it like more vibrant, have better contrast on all of those things. And I think it kind of funny. I don't know how much you care about looking at these colors, but the pink and the purple are probably my favorite ones to add. I know that's kind of silly, but like to have a favorite one that I added. But I just really liked being able. Pink hadn't existed in the palette at all, and I just like found that like I just picked out that pink and that purple when I was making like a brain icon for a category. I think it's probably in there, so we'll end up looking at that. But um, I just felt like it brought a lot to it, and then it ended up being really useful when we were doing those UI icons that were on the game page. So, like for the favorite icon, we used that pink, and it just like it just has a lot of harmony with the other colors. I don't know. I just think it's a good little color. And Cool Math Games is such a like vibrant, bold brand. You know, it just made sense. So what I'm showing here, again, not that important to you, it's the technical side of it where I just am showing off how the nav bar was made with like itty bitty components building into the bigger component in Figma for all of the prototyping. So this will look really good to another designer if they are looking at my portfolio and deciding to hire me. It probably won't mean all that much to like a hiring manager or whatever. Hopefully this didn't skip. Okay, it didn't. So here's me showing the button styles that we have, and that's just a little demo. We just have like this pill shape move in and fill in the color instead of it being kind of generic, which is fun and cool. And then again, just showing more components. It's the technical, poopy, like kind of boring stuff. It's like pretty fun to put together in Figma, but not the most exciting to look at. And then, yes, last component again for someone who's looking at my portfolio trying to decide if I actually have the skills, just showing how this is set up in Figma so you can like type in the name and it'll update, or type in the description and it'll update without having to like click into the layers. If you think about in Photoshop where you have to like, click that individual layer to change it, you can actually just click on the group, we'll say, and then you can just go to that little like properties panel and change the information that you want, which is honestly a game changer when you're working in Figma. But yeah, that's it. Honestly, you'd probably dig Figma. I don't know what you'd use Figma for, but I feel like you would dig it. It's like they have some tools that just make your life really easy than if you had to like they just have some cool stuff that'll like position things automatically instead of you having to go in and move it every time you add something new to the page, which is really cool. But of course, it's like more useful for like web design or more of a layout or something. Oh, but you know what? You would have loved it when you were putting your little like art book together, actually. It's just so handy. I can't believe Adobe hasn't adopted all of those tools into their programs. So now we get to the icon that I just was very excited about, the like and dislike, the favorite, the controls, and the full screen. I do like the controls icon too. I think it's cute because when you click on it, it switches to the little like control pad, switches to an X, because if you click it again, it'll close that little menu that pops up. So but the like and dislike, I just think, I mean, I think you probably remember what Facebook's thumbs up is like. Everyone kind of just does what Facebook did because they were the first, I think, the first people to do the like and dislike, because that wasn't really much of a thing on the internet before then. And so they have kind of like a handcuff, like it looks very more like businessy, and I was like, that wouldn't fit this like gaming site at all, because it's like it's more about fun and whatnot. So I thought I would do more of like a cartoon hand and just do four fingers overall and just make it more like chunky and shaped like a friend, as they say about Kirby. So Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it turned out really cute, and it's a unique compared to other like and dislike icons. If you do a Google search at any point, they just aren't as cute. That's why I feel good about it. And this is just me showing down the animation frame breakdown for when you click on that like icon and it just plays that little effect, just to make it seem like a very cool thing that you just did. Oops, sorry, I'm so sorry. This my iPad's on the fritz. So these are more UI icons, nothing that interesting. I do actually really love making icons, so I think it's cool getting to make something small that has to say something about what you're doing. But my favorite ones that I've done are these category icons. So there's in the middle, the top row, that's the brain teaser icon that I was talking about, where I needed to introduce the pink, and then I just was really pleased with that pink. Um, and then I think the other one that I want to point out on the bottom row, second to last, the little coffee cup. I 100% based that off of the coffee pot in the Crazy Cool Cafe Brat set. So I needed it. I thought it was great, and it worked to me because Cool Math Games is all based around doing like more retro versions of things instead of doing like something super modern. So that like a little kind of walkie-talkie Game Boy looking thing is along those lines. And then we have more here where we have, there's like the little joystick, there's a Tamagotchi. I don't know if you remember Tamagotchi, but people my age love Tamagotchi. And like a typewriter, just getting to pick things that were more fun than a typical, um, I don't know, like a typical icon that someone might make for typing. They'd probably do like a laptop now. So yeah, it's really cool how much personality you get to put into a brand and a website. And yeah, I mean, I think the reason I am good at design is definitely like studying animation and character art and all those things. I think it all just, and art in general, I think it just all comes together where I'm thinking about personality even when there's not like a real, you know, human or whatever, you know what I mean? You get it, because inanimate objects can have personalities and blah, 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 blah. So you're all over it. Not trying to tell you things that you already know. So then the last thing in this about what I did for Cool Math Games, this is just a little graphic that I did for merch. I actually have the t-shirt. I'm not wearing it today. I should have thought that far ahead. But I do have a t-shirt of this. It wasn't printed well. It's from TeePublic. Their quality really went down. But either way, that's that. And so we have one more thing to look at from Cool Math Games. It is actually this like illustration library that I had to make. So all of the designs are based. This is it set up in Figma. Let me just click on this right now. So basically, when I started, the social team wanted to have all of the like some of the like very popular iconic characters as little illustrations that they could use for social posts. So that's what I did. I made them in Illustrator in like a what's the word, like a unified style for like a cool math game style, if you will. And just made them like super easy for them to pose themselves, like the social team to pose themselves. So I made it in Illustrator, and then I also set it up in Figma because Figma is just easier to use for people who haven't, used design software before, which the main social person had, but Illustrator's still even uncomfortable if you've only used Photoshop. So this was a Valentine's card set that we did pretty early on when I started. It's cute. I just made this little box to show off. Like this is what would be the outer box. And then we have the cards on the inside. I made up the puns because I'm so funny. They relate to the games. I don't think it'll mean that much to you, but in Duck Life, you race ducks. So it says you make my heart race. And the chef in the bottom, it's like a pizza game and all these cooking games. So it's like restaurant games. So it's you're just what I ordered Valentine. It's just cute. Just cute stuff here. And then we did like some Christmas graphics as well. So this was one where Fireball and Water Girl are just fire boys tangled up in wires or whatever. And there's another one where it was like a Zoom call of all these characters. So just a pretty flat basic one. This is the Duck Life Ducky training for the race. This is a character from Tiny Fishing. I don't even know if this guy has a name, but it's just him meditating. This is Fireboy, and the Ducky is from Duck Life. And then Papa Louie, he's my favorite. I mean, I don't know if you remember, I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it to you, but I love the Papa's games. They were just flash cooking games, and I just love cooking games and stuff. So yeah, that's that. And then we have so these are all of the style tests that we did. So that first one that you looked at, that was the first style and the one that we ended up going with. This was another option for the style that we could have gone with. Um, was the third style that we could have done. I was really pulling inspiration from Cartoon Network with this one. Because I think, yeah, just they're like really thin lines are really fun sometimes. And then this is the last option that they had, much more like graphic, like comic sticker even look, you know. This would definitely work well for a sticker. Which I think in the end it came down to this one that I think product had liked the most, or this one, which the social team had liked the most. So actually, let me just quickly show you what Fireboy and Water Girl look like, just so you have an idea of what these characters look like. So this is them in their game. Actually, that's our OEG image for them. How funny. So that's what these guys look like, and then this is how they were translated. So I like kept them. I try to keep them very on model because people love these characters. I don't want to touch them and change them up too much. And then yeah, this is just the full set of the characters. And that is that. Honestly, nothing super exciting. It's such a basic, flat style, but it's easy to do. It's quick, and it's really easy for me and the social team to pose themselves. So I think that's what made that project pretty cool. And then that is it for Cool Math Games in particular, but I've also done work for other brands in the Sandbox group because that's the parent company. So here's just some random web design that I've done. This is a like gaming company called Suit Up Games. They make like Roblox experiences for brands. So this was just an update to their homepage. My little sketch working out what the layout would be like, how it looks on mobile. And actually, I need to close out and scroll. And then this is just the full page. Nothing too fancy, honestly. It did look a lot better than it used to, but I don't have the before on there. Yeah, you know what? This guy's really technical and doesn't really matter. But here I'm just showing the before and after of making it clear that you should click the download button. Basically, was the point of this one. And yeah, so there was a point in which cool math coding was a thing. It was teaching kids how to make Roblox or Minecraft mods. It was just like a partnership with them and Code Kingdoms, which is another brand under. Sorry, it is once again doing that. Another brand under Sandbox Group. So we just have that little hero section, kind of doing a riff off of a like old cool math character named Spike. Have all these little things saying whatever, and then just going down to where you can check it out and then frequently asked questions. So, I don't feel that amazing about this project, but it's not a bad one. And then family education is, we have a whole brand redesign that we'll be looking at for that. But these were just like baby name pages that I had to update. Again, nothing too fancy. It's more technical. I feel like it's not that fun looking at these kind of UI screens unless that's what you want someone to design for you. I do think family education. Okay, yeah, it's our next project. So this was a rebrand. So this, when it goes to the teal, that's what it used to look like, and then when it goes forward to the like yellow pale background, that's what it looks like now. So yeah, they really wanted the brand to be more like sophisticated. So I just did like a whole new refresh. And this is it. That's the logo that I put together. This is the little sub mark for them. It's both an F and an E because it's family education, so FE. These are this is the color palette that we went with. So yellow is the primary color, and then black is the secondary color, and then blue is like the supporting color. It's used for buttons. I think the buttons are super duper cute. Not that that matters that much, but they are. And this is just me showing that like the color palette has the range to be used like for pale colors that suit more of the baby age range, you know, like pastels and whatnot. And then yeah, I just had to come up with a photography direction for them. So just focusing on like point and shoot and kind of vintage film looking photos. These are the buttons. You can't see them in action, but that top yellow button will switch to it like inverts the colors. I just think the yellow and the blue look so cute together. So I was pretty pleased with the color palette for this. They just like wanted this brand to be super gender neutral. And I just felt like those colors really just say like family more than it says any kind of gender. So that was cool. Yeah, and then here's just this is like to me the photo that sold this direction for the brand because there was another one that I did that was really fun too. Honestly, it would have been cool to have it in my portfolio, but it just kind of would have been messy in there if I had like all of it. But yeah, I just like this one sold it. It's like yes, this is what it should be. So it was really cool. And let's just look at what the website would be like. Look at what the mobile site would be like, or what it looks like on mobile rather. And yeah, that's just the first image we had looked at. So it was a cool one. These all of these views that I did, these were just like screens that I put together as an example of how the branding could be used. All I really did was give them a like brand style look and then do the actual overall look of the website. And then they had someone else finish the, like do the full design and then publish it to the website. Um, so that's that. Now I think we're getting into funner stuff on here. So the rock paper scissors game. I have no idea if you've seen this project. I don't remember. I might have shown it to you before. I have to imagine I did. But basically, we were doing a Cool Math original version of rock paper scissors, and the product team pulled me in to try and figure out what could make that interesting or how we could do customization with that. And I was like, hey, why don't we do rock, paper, scissors, but you're playing as cats and dogs? Because that's so cute. So this is like the background that's on it, and that's the logo that's on it. So the first thing I really had to sell the product team that cats, like cat and dog paws, could read as hands, doing those like rock, paper, and scissors. Of course, you know that they do, but some people have to be convinced. So that was my first step. And then this is just like an image of the like what's you call it guidelines that I gave to the developer to implement. So the breed, the colors associated with that breed, so they could get the right assets, and then what the paw would look like with those colors applied. And then just a special case for the mitts, just a little bit of like problem solving and whatnot. We love this is just a little graphic showing off all of the little customization that you could have and some of the breeds. I don't think it's all of them, it's just like a little look at them and all the different background colors you could have. So it's like the mini rock, paper, scissors rainbow. They're pretty cute. I like it. I think it's fun. There's like a little Apple Watch and the little like alien antennas. I just think it's just fun. This was honestly super fun to work on. So I did the art assets in it, and then I also did the UI. It was like a pretty quick project overall. So I look at it and there's a bunch of things that I wish could be better about it, but it's definitely like it's solid as it is. I just I would have liked to have more time to make it even better. Um, but yeah, this is the home screens on the far left. In the middle is when you get your daily bonus of pet treats. That's the currency in the game. And then the right side is the customization menu, where you get to pick your breed, your face, your hat, your like accessory, like a bow tie or a collar or whatever. And then the second menu is for customizing the paw, where you get to pick the pattern and then the toe beans. So that's all the customization that was in the game. This is my sketches, just working out what the home screen would look like, what some of those icons would be in the game. And this is the like actual I guess game screen when you find an opponent when you're playing against someone, and then when you throw either rock, paper, or scissors. And this is sorry, that's how it ends with some flair. This is the video of actually playing it. Ooh, why won't it play? There we go. So you pick rock, it does the little rock, paper, scissors, and then it shoots. And then I win. That's what's about to happen, not to spoil it. Yeah, so that's what it looks like in action. And then because I like to be cute, I put the peace sign when you get to the end of the project. Because the portfolio itself is a design to try and sell yourself to someone. So, and then this is all the game art that I've done. So I think you've seen these guys as well. This is the like visual novel for Cool Math Games called A Strange Creature Joined My Party, where I had to design these little critters and then their like caretaker. So this is the like overall view of it. All of these little guys. This one is the Spice Newt. Just this cute little banana shaped dragon. I believe, yeah, it was inspired by a salamander and a couple other things, I think. The game dev for it had some cool ideas for all of them, so that's who this one is based off of. And then I just show them wearing all the accessories they can have in it. This one's the Moss Beast, which was like a cat dog combination, and then like all of like foliage and stuff, so focused on moss, of course. And those were like two concepts in the top right corner that are not the concept that's like I finished because I thought both of them were cute, so I wanted to show them. Or cool. And then this is the voltaic moth, based off of a moth, and then the inspiration was also what is it called? It's like dead moth vibes or something. There's like an aesthetic that the kids like where it's like a mall that's empty but all the neon lights are on or something. That was the reference I received for this one. So this guy's really cute. I like this one. Just a cute little bug. I was gonna have it have buggy eyes, but yeah, the product team wanted more toony, cute eyes, which is nice too. I just like cool insects. So it has these are the accessories that you could choose in the game. So cute, cool, or ornate. The ornate one changes that element in the middle, the decoration based off of which pet you have. So I think you can see. I don't know. So it would be way too tiny. There's a different one there, and then the fire one is different on there. I'm not sure how well you could see that. But that was that project. Oh wait, that's right. And then this is Kit. Supposed to be a gender neutral character, the caretaker. So kind of like Link from Legend of Zelda. We were going for that. Like, hey, there's no assigned gender. You can just whatever your heart's telling you. That's what they are. So pretty cute. And I was pretty pleased. I remember Sebastian saying him, and then someone else saying she, and it's just cool being like, hey, my design worked. People are thinking different things. This is just showing rock, paper, scissors again. And then the link to the full case study. And then this, you've seen this, is when Cal and I were working on that like little JavaScript platformer game. So this is the character art I had done for that. The stage, which was going to split up, and you were like moving up to the sky from a forest into the mountains and whatnot. And then this little art that I had done of the character, with the red alert happening as they're falling out the sky. Ooh, I accidentally jumped ahead. Yeah, this video doesn't really matter. You've seen that stuff. Yeah, and so Dungeon Daycare is the last one that Cal and I have been working on, the latest one. So I just put a little preview of it in here with the characters when they're sad and then when they're happy. I think I did show you this one. So it's really cute. And let's see, what else do we have in here? I'm not sure if you've seen this at all. In my job before Cool Math, I had to do a business card, and the company is called Jack Creative Design. So I was just using wordplay, and I thought the Jack of Diamonds, and I used that for the business card. And then the founder and creative director saw it, and we're like, "Ooh, we should also do a promotional deck of playing cards as like a thing that you send out to clients to make them like you more or something." So that's what this was for. The main card was basically what the business card was, the back of the business card, and then I had to basically do a portrait of all of the employees for the cards themselves. So this was the creative director on the left. That is moi on the right. This was the sketch for it. And these are all the the like face cards. So main card, founder, creative director, and like trying to allude to what they do. And then the like project manager, the digital art director, and then myself as, I guess, the illustrator. So it was a pretty cute project. I think they turned out really nice. And that's just like a mock up of them as physical cards. I think it turned out pretty good. You know, it's again not one of my most exciting things, but I would love to work on a board game or something, so I figured keep it in there. And this last project I don't care about either, but it was for American Express while I was working at Jack. So this was not something I designed. It's just me. I honestly needed it in there to tie in on my homepage with the other work that I'm doing, because the real project is a print project, which I don't think I'll do much print work anymore, but that doesn't matter. So it was basically this DM premium thing. Honestly, the project working on it was not great. But I did get all of these. Got to do all these cool mock-ups. So, they're like very realistic looking. If you're not paying attention, you might think that was just the real deal. Um, just what this design would look like for this premium package, basically. That's the front. That one doesn't look as real. But, just showing that it would be like embossed or whatever. And then these were just the production files at the end, how it actually ended up looking. It did win awards, this one. Actually, the playing cards did too. Um, I don't remember the specifics of the awards. It's on my resume, but it's like the agency had entered them into some competition junk, because that's the only way you get an award is if you enter it and you care about it. So yeah, that's what happened with this one. It had like a really good like a 354% increase in net response, which is pretty great. So that was cool. And I think everything in the illustration section you've seen. So I have the thing that I did for Yuri Lowenthal, who voiced Spider-Man in the game. We love that. And these were the sketches. Not sure if you've seen this before, but these were like the thumbnails that I was presenting as options, and then what the sketch was like before I finished it. So just some cute little ideas. The fourth one here, actually, when they're sitting back to back, that was inspired by the stories you would tell me. So I thought that'd be cute, like them kind of having that much trust in each other to watch each other's back. Um, let's see. Yeah, this game art you've already seen. The cool math one you've already seen. You've seen this. This is really old. This album art. I just put it in a mock-up to make it look official and fancy, because that's how you get a job. And you've seen the full D&D series, but I'll just open these and scroll through them in case you just want to be able to look. So this is Fane, and then the sketches. Actually, I don't know if you've seen this. The sketches that I had done for Max, as like the options. We ended up combining 1 and 2 for him. So this is what the finished one was like. And then we have, actually, I don't need to scroll. I'll just go side by side. This is Olivia. And then Poe and Olivia, they're so stinking cute. Poe by himself. Kojak, the dragon guy. Kif. Winston, he's pretty cool. Lewin. And Katora, love her. She's so cool. I still love this one. Like, so fashionable. And then Fane, I'm like literally so in love with the like rose gold armor in here. I think more people should do it. Okay, that's that. It went looped back to the beginning. So that's this full one. And then again, you've seen everything here. I just have like a personal art section. So here we go. This is the Scarecrow one I think I showed you last. Artie and Westy's style. Artie and Westy again in my style. This is just a cool little long one about being lonely on a beach. And this is the Human Torch, because I love, I gotta show off how much I love the superheroes, because I'm like garbage can. And then Spidey Torch, yeah, love these two together. This funny one that I did of Spider-Man and Human Torch together for Pride Month because I'm again garbage. And then the clay sculptures that I did because I thought it'd be cool to get them in here as well. And lastly, when I tried out photo bashing and I made this like UFO invasion piece, just trying it out. This one just came out really fun. It looks like a film still or something. So mostly I think with this one I'm just most pleased about like the little bits of grass going up into the UFO, and then the ones that are just kind of flying in front of the camera and are like blurred. It just gives it so much atmosphere. So that's the full personal art section, and that's my full portfolio. There's just a small about section that basically says nothing, and that's that. So thank you for going through it with me. I hope that it was cool for you to see the kind of work that I've done. That's about 4 or 5 years, 4 years, I think, of working full time as a designer. A little bit of freelance stuff before then, some stuff that you already knew about too, which is really cool. I am I haven't like officially started looking for work yet, so here's hoping, cross your fingers for me that I get a good gig next, hoping it's going to be exciting and cool and something more fun like Cool Math Games was, I think that would be awesome if it's somewhere in the entertainment industry or something like that. That's what I am gunning for. I don't know because Australia is kind of a weird country where there's way less jobs than in America, so I'm not really sure what I'll end up getting. But we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Either way, I hope that this was really cool. I'm sorry it went so long. I guess it's tough to condense it. It's a lot. Um, but I hope you liked it. Yeah, and that's what I've been up to at work, and hopefully it's just cool to see it because I really only show you the stuff that I do, like art that I do, but not so much the design work that I've done. So I I think I have a really solid portfolio. Every now and then I'll look at some other designers and I'm like, yeah, okay, no, I do stand out. So um, here's hoping. I'll let you know how it goes. But I hope that you're doing well, and I will check in again soon. And again, I send my love, and Cal does as well. We love you very much. And then the whole family sends their love too, actually. I should have asked them if they had anything before I filmed this, but I didn't. I'm sorry, but I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I'll keep in touch. Love you. Bye.